Got a small 6-square job we're working on today. A small garage shed building. We got some rotten plywood to replace. We're gonna take these shingles here off. We're gonna put the Owens Corning Estate Gray Oak Ridge shingle. Say it's been leaking for a while, Paul.
Yeah, how many sheets did we?
What, plywood? Told him 4.
Well, I got 10.
Damn, I told you I only needed 4 sheets of OSB. Oh, we got it, for the most part, tore off. Found some rotten wood here at the bottom. Found some rotten wood over here. And more than likely, there's some over there. We ain't got that far, but we will. This is today's project. Small tear off on a shed. Of course, you can tell right there you're gonna need a house roof. We went ahead and tore this corner off. That didn't have to go all the way. That didn't actually have to go all the way. We're gonna take the piece of plywood off, put a 2x4 on the back side of that, add this little extension, get our mark for the overhang here, and with a string line, and be able to put this all right back together nice and pretty. We got to cut a little bird's mouth. We got to make a bird's mouth here. So I'll see if I can get that on video. All right, so we had a rotten tail. Went ahead and got rid of that. We'll assist her on the inside of this with a piece for the outside of here. Put them all together with screws. Cut our fascia where it needs to be. Replace that piece of plywood. Cut a bird's mouth for here. Put a little piece of 1x6 on here. Simple little job. Simple job. So if you have a rotten corner on your place, it's not that hard to fix. Start with, just get the plywood off there so you can see what you're working with. Cut it back to a rafter. You don't have to bring that all the way to the top. I'm gonna put drip edge on this. I never had it before. I'm gonna go ahead and put drip edge on it. Cut that right there. I'll put a piece of felt paper in between that joint right there. And you'll see in just a minute, we'll put this thing right back together. If you have a shed like this, relatively easy to remove the shingles. Everybody has their likes on shingles. I personally think these are just fine. Buy this at Lowe's. Hardware, Home Depot probably, I don't know. But that's basically what I use for a shovel. Go up here, remove all your shingles, which is not a hard deal to do. You've seen us doing it on this. Do it any kind of way you want to. Go ahead and get rid of that felt so you can find out what's going on in the roof. Wherever you think there's a problem, at least. We don't find any problems down here. I'm not removing it. But we did find problems here. As you can see, pretty simple to remove. Go up on your roof with your felt paper off, take your cast off and a hammer. Pull all the nails. That piece of plywood come right off of it. Worst case scenario, you might have to cut it in half. The plywood itself, like here. But pretty much, that's a cat's paw. Grab your nails. Pull all the nails out of a piece of plywood, throw it down, cut you another piece the exact same size, bring it up, and install it. That's how easy that is. So, if you're a homeowner trying to do your own little shed roof, once you get it taken apart, you'll be amazed and actually maybe even surprised at how easy it is to actually put it back together. Just look at what you have and do exactly what they did. Somebody had to nail this plywood on, so we're going to unnail it. Get rid of it. Put a piece exactly the same size in its spot. Just like that. Pull the nails, it comes up easy. So, look at there. Nothing hard about that. Then, cut a piece the exact same size as that one. You don't even have to come up on the roof to actually measure it. You can get the measurement right off of that sheet. Paul, we need a sheet that size. What he just threw off, the length.
Guess we're going to here, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cut that back. And cut that back because it's rotten here, so. Add your, this is a sub fascia piece we cut out. We let it hang past so that we can just fill in this. And like I say, that gives us the exact number. We know it's a 412, so we cut a 4 down there. Go from long to square, fill in that piece. Then we'll put a piece in with a 412 cut here on the back side of this, right here on the back side that holds that piece in nice. And we'll be able to put this all back together. Simple, simple. It's just a simple job any homeowner could actually do if they don't mind standing up on a roof for a little bit. This is not very steep. Looks like we've got some rotten rafter there, Bill. Rafter is rotted. Thank God it's not all the way through. So we'll be sistering on probably both sides of that. There you go, Bill. Another piece out. How old are you now, Bill?
51.
51 years old. Bill can do it, you can do it.
Yes, sir.
51. So, not much to it. Now we just need a chalk box and a tape measure so we can cut that piece. That's all we need is a chalk box and tape measure. All right, so I want to show you how easy it is to repair a corner like this. As you've seen, we just cut that back and we just added it back out. Added it back. We cut this off and our number is literally right there. So he took a measurement off of that. This one here is going to go in the back. Just cut that same angle on it. This is just a kind of a sister for the back. Yeah, the best thing, to be honest with you, is screws. I love screws. They work so much better. Imagine trying to bang that together with a hammer. Be a pain in the, you know what. And it only takes a couple long screws, and that thing is tight. It won't ever come apart. All the rotten wood is gone. So that is just a sister to hold the smaller piece out here at the front. And if you cut that the right length, it'll work just fine. Looks like it needs to cut off a little bit, Paul. Why don't you cut a 1/8 inch off of that or so?
Yeah, that's what it needs all the way.
Quarter. I just cut a 1/4 inch off. Can't hurt nothing. I mean, it just needs to be for blocking. So you're actually just adding a block out there now at this point. And that's just to fill that in. And then whatever's hanging out past there, cut it off. You can, while you're there, you can get a screw put in your little boxing piece that goes straight out. That little piece down there. There you go, just like that. It's just, at this point, like I say, it's just a block because you added the sister on the inside for the actual strengths. Almost dead. Give him another nail screw, Bill. No, I was talking to Parson, I'm sorry.
This is just for a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Help start it. Battery. You need a battery before you do anything else. We need to get a battery on charge if you can, Brian. I think that was dead. I think that's the one that I already had to hear that was dead, Paul.
One right here.
Lift up on the outside. There you go. Just lift up on it some, Bill.
You stand on this. You stand on this. Yeah, more.
That's all you need.
More.
That thing is not going anywhere. Then you can cut that end off. No, it's not going to sag. Never. It's solid. So this is how easy it is to do the woodwork. It's even better when you got a full battery. Throw in that pizza.
I didn't know how long it was, so I made it extra.
I agree. Yeah, you're fine. Now you can just mark it, cut it off.
You put this in.
Yeah, we need one more screw for that. There you go. Just hold it up level. Flush on the bottom. That'd be beautiful. Nothing about this is hard. Take it apart and put it back together the same way it came out. You're good. Battery. So the other end is basically exactly like this. We're going to do exactly the same thing. As you can see, that is a simple repair that any DIY person with a skill saw and maybe a chalk box, drill, maybe a hammer if you want to use the hammer. I like drilling. Cat's paw to pull your nails out, pull the nails back. Build this piece also before we go. We're gonna cut that piece back. Our brakes will all be different. They did a good job nailing every 4 inches down through here, which is the code for here. Every 4 inches for North Carolina. We're in the 110-mile-an-hour wind zone. I'm gonna need a 2x4 for cistern on the inside and out of that. I need a same thing. See, this is what you start with, it's all rotten. And we've got something's living up here. And they're just enjoying the hell out of that water that comes through here. So they get to drink. And I don't know what they're eating in here, but there's a lot of stuff going on down there. A little bit of excess, chop it off. Done. Ready for plywood. New boxing. Upside piece? Huh? Yeah, I'm good here. Scratch it with a nail if you have to. There you go. I'm good here. Fascia. Cut it, nail it up. The other fascia comes across that. Covers it up. Excuse me? The other one's gonna pass right over, Paul. I like it better that way, personally. I think it's more solid. Yeah, absolutely that. Water resistant. I don't like 45 in my outside corners. I just don't like doing it. That's the way this was. I think it's useless, honestly, on a garage. Go down there with your 1x6, cut your straight angle, cut it square like he's cutting, not on a 45. And then run your other one over the top of that 3/4 of an inch. Nail it up, and I think it's a much tighter fit. And then it gets drip edge on top of all of that. That's right, next. So we got a rotten corner. So I'm gonna cut that right here above what they call the bird's mouth. Drip edge going on.
Yeah.
You don't need them anyway. They got a screw sticking out right there though. I mean, that can be taken care of after this boxing. Done. And basics. Yeah, man, it looks nice. Very nice. No. Yeah. The reason why he's using that little square is to keep the 1x6 lined up with the roof so that it does not stick up, because if it sticks up, then your drip edge goes on there. It's going to leave a place at the bottom that water will go into. So you want to make sure the fascia is level with the roof.